Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jeff Stallard with Adam DeYoung. We're ready to hear the national anthem here at Methuen Rangers Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jeff Stallard with Matt Turco and Adam DeYoung and the rest of your Cable 43 broadcast team coming to you live from Methuen Rangers Stadium. You just heard the Methuen band play the national anthem, and we're getting ready for what should be another exciting contest. Matt, as we usually do, we'll go to you for what's going on the Johnson sideline this week.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Still the same two knee injuries, Keith Rondo and Dave Walsh out with knee injuries, and a new one, Tim Cohane, one of their linemen, is now out with another knee injury, bringing their total of knee injuries this year to 11, so that's the only new injury this week.
All right, Methuen is going to be kicking off to open the game. Adam, how's the morale at Johnson High School? What are the kids thinking?
Well, I talked to three of the players, Jeff Rideout, Justin Benoit, and as Mike Buno, and all three seem upbeat for this game against Methuen. They've always had a good luck against the Methuen Rangers, and I haven't noticed any downside to their attitude this week.
Well, we might see rotating quarterbacks this week. Maybe the three of them rotating in and out, Andy McCaffo, Jimmy Sanford, and J.D.
I don't think that's a bad idea, Matt. I think it's a good idea by Coach Rich.
All right, we're getting ready for the start of the game. There's the kickoff. A shank kick. And it looks like Methuen has recovered the Chelmsford fumble.
Oh, jeez. That's tough to start the game out with.
Not a good way for the Lions to start off this evening. Methuen will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own, from the Chelmsford 44-yard line.
None at all, Matt.
Well, it wasn't finding it. It was getting here from Nashua from work. All right, here come the Rangers.
They'll be relying on their number one tailback, their future tailback, Chris Harrington.
They're working out of the I formation. Two men split down to the bottom of your screen. There's the handoff to the tailback.
I've been told two of their backs have ankle injuries this week. I'm not sure who they were, but I'm sure we'll find out as the game progresses.
And we'll have 2nd and 11. The handoff by quarterback number 12, Joel Golick, to the up back, going nowhere.
I understand Rick has Chelmsford winning this game.
Again, the Rangers come out in the I formation. Chelmsford set. Golick calls the signals. There's the fake handoff to the fullback. Golick keeps it. Golick pitches to the tailback. He's hit once. He's hit twice.
Looked like perhaps it was almost a fumble, and then it just landed in the hands of his running back, and he gained a few yards.
Nice play by the Lions defense, though.
Gain of 2. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Rangers.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 9 for Methuen. Again, Golick, number 12. Pitching to the tailback, number 4, Chris Harrington.
And he looks like he's gone.
Harrington's into the end zone.
That's a touchdown.
Oh, look, that doesn't look good for the Lions start of this game.
He is their Mr. All-Everything, Chris Harrington, and he had no trouble putting that one into the end zone.
Just turned the corner and took it right in.
Very fast first step.
So with 8:35 left to go in the first period, number 4 co-captain Chris Harrington takes the pitch and heads around the end and is in for the Methuen score. First score of the ball game here at Methuen Stadium, 6-0 Methuen.
So Methuen immediately taking advantage of the fumble by Chelmsford and depositing it in the end zone.
Methuen set
Not
for the
the fumble.
2-point conversion. There's the fake handoff. Golick keeps it. Golick pitches.
Joe Golick pitches. The Bombers.
He almost had him on that one.
conversion.
That was with 8:35 left to go here in the first quarter. It is Methuen 8,
Score.
Chelsea
The
nothing.
Methuen Rangers
That's a
8.
tough
The
turnaround for the Lions right there.
Lions.
To lose the ball and a fumble right away on their first possession without even getting a chance to set up their offense to start the game. They really need to get this offense clicking, but they didn't have the chance to that time. So can we have a prediction from you, Matt?
On this game?
Yes.
Well, it'd be a little hard for me to pick right now. I'd have to say, realistically, Methuen 26, Chelmsford 8. I'm going against Kevin Redmond, of course, who picked them again. And
Getting ready to
scrappy
kick off for the
directions in
Rangers, number
Chelsea
9, Matt
defendant.
DeDio.
As well as Rick has picked them Chelmsford to win as well, Matt.
Well, as Methuen gets set for the kickoff, I've gone down and researched out who number 28 is. Doesn't appear on our roster. It's Barbara Stindler. Here's number 9, Matt Didio to kick. It's a short kick. Taken by the Lions.
Chelmsford ball carrier, number 40.
This is the second week we've seen this type of kick
Greenwood.
to the Chelmsford Lions.
Garrett Greenwood picked it up. Looks like looks like you're right. It's not a shank. They're doing that on purpose. And
I think the Lions need to bring somebody up that can pick up the ball and run with it.
I think the key is they're trying to keep the ball away.
It'll be first and 10 for the Lions at the 39-yard line.
So we'll see the Lions for the first time tonight. The Lion offense, first and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Locapo, the quarterback, again this week. The I formation. Locapo looking to throw. Locapo.
oh wow, he got
It's a duck.
pummeled. And he's lucky that didn't get picked off.
You should. We noticed Heslin throwing it last week for an interception as he was going down. That's something the Lions can't do. It's a terrible mistake to just throw it up like that.
Apple getting absolutely
Second down
clocked.
and 10 for the Lions.
Locapo pass intended for 88 Ludus Daisy. The ball, Locapo releasing it as he was buried, and the ball going nowhere. Incomplete pass. Second down and 10 for the Lions from their own 39-yard line.
Looks like they started to go with the pass right away
And
out
we
of the.
had a penalty. It'll be holding against the Lions. Declined.
Holding penalty against the Lions refused. It'll be second down and 10.
Interesting coming out right here with a pass on a very cold night. Passing going to be a little scarce for both teams.
I think maybe the idea is to get Locapo into the action early instead of having him hand off for the first half of the game.
Here come the Lions again. Second and 10. DeStasi split out to the bottom of your screen. The I backfield. Locapo working over the center. Locapo calls the signals. There's the fake. There's the handoff to Heslin. Heslin's around the left corner. He's setting up.
got a hole.
Some room. He's around the
He's
corner.
still
It's a
running.
foot race. He's still in bounds. Finally knocked
What a
down.
nice
out of
run by
bounds.
Heslin.
Excellent run by Ned Heslin.
It'll be first down.
That's the
for
first life
Lions.
we've seen from the Lions offense. They didn't show much life last week, and to come right out here with some life is definitely promising for the Lions.
We know Methuen can run. The only question is, can Chelsea match them with a run on this very cold night? And Heslin trying to make his mark very early here tonight.
Here come the Lions again. First and 10. Just inside the Methuen 34. Locapo calling the signals, working with the I formation, two tight ends. Wide out to the top of your screen. Heslin the tailback. Heslin takes the ball. He's off tackle, breaking down to the 30-yard line.
Chelsea Lions trying to establish Heslin right now. Just get him each and every carry right now, and try and match that score.
I think that's what they're going to have to do all night is run Heslin. Unless they bring in another quarterback, I don't think Locapo has the arm to match this Methuen team.
Here come the Lions again. Second down and 6. Littlefield the fullback, Heslin the tailback, two tight ends. Locapo working against the 53 defense. There's the handoff to Heslin, the up back. Heslin stops. He's waiting for a block. Nothing there. Down to maybe the 29. Maybe a pickup of 1.
And as usual, it doesn't take the defense of the opposing team to figure out who their feature back is. After that long run, very quickly stuffing. Well, Heslin got a couple yards out of the first time, but they solved that one, stuffing him about the line of scrimmage.
I'm sure there's no question in Methuen's mind what's going to happen tonight with the Lions offense.
Third and 5. The ball in the 29. Locapo calls the signals. Benoit split out to the bottom of your screen. Littlefield the fullback. Heslin slips. He's down when his knee hits
They've
the
just
ground.
solved that play. It's simple as that. You can't just have Heslin go up the middle. You got to mix it up.
That's for sure.
Jay Pelletier got right in there and brought him right down.
I think the Lions should go for it here. Establish some offense here.
Gonna bring up 4th and 8. Heslin down when his knee touched the ground on the slip.
And that's what
Coach
they'll do.
Rich going for it this week. 4th and 8. Locapo with one back in the backfield. Bertolami split out to the bottom of your screen. Locapo looking to throw. Locapo throws to his left. Bertolami wide open. He's
what a
still on his
pass.
feet. He's still on his feet.
Down to the 8-yard line.
What an excellent play by the Lions. Well-designed play.
And Bertolami is pumped after his long-awaited first reception of the season. We've been waiting for it.
Capo was right on the money with that pass. I think they needed to go to the pass a little more this week.
It was a fine throw by Locapo.
Phil Grealish with the tackle from Methuen, saving the touchdown. Benoit bringing the ball down, 1st and goal. Power backfield. Littlefield the fullback. Haru the power back. Heslin the tailback. Heslin has the ball in the hand of Locapo. Heslin's up on his feet. Heslin's into the end zone.
And he's in.
Touchdown.
Touchdown,
Run by
Lions.
Heslin. Wow.
So with 5:42 left to go in the first period at Ranger Field, the Chelmsford Lions have put their first score on the board. The score is now 8-6 Methuen.
It's the first time we've seen the Lions on the move the ball the way they did this first possession here.
See, that's what you got to do. You got to mix it up. You got to pass it, and then you go to Heslin up the middle.
That's for sure. Because that's the same play they ran. It's just they weren't sure whether they were going to pass or run them outside.
Methuen not expecting any passes at all from the Lions. Bertolami was wide open on that last play.
Lions come out, 2-point formation. Littlefield the fullback, Heslin the tailback. Locapo calls the signals over the center. There's the snap. Locapo fakes the handoff. He's rolling to his right. He's looking to throw. The ball is up. It's complete. And that's 2 points for the Lions.
Locapo looks like he has that passing down
25, Littlefield, the fullback, breaking through the line after faking the block, and he has 2 points for the Lions. So with 5:41 left to go in the first period, Methuen 8, Chelmsford 8.
So could we possibly have a shootout tonight on this very cold night?
I'd be very surprised, Matt, but I'm very happy to see the Lions come out with the strong offense that we haven't seen much of this year.
Certainly the Lions scoring early tonight. Hopefully they'll be able to keep this up, not just through the first half, but we need a second half effort tonight.
That's
As
for
you
sure.
see the replay of this 2-point conversion, Littlefield running out into the flat, and Locapo hit him.
So the Lions get ready to kick. Deep for Methuen, number 23, Louis Marco. Number 3, John Rumor. And number 4, co-captain Chris Harrington.
Got to keep the ball away from Harrington. He's a speedster.
Young Jin So set to kick for Chelmsford. So coming in late in the season after getting a waiver, 19-year-old Young Jin So. There's the kick, and it's a high, short kick. It's going to be taken by the second line. Chelmsford defense getting right down there.
But a short kick gives Methuen excellent field position again on their
Tackle made on
own.
the play by number 54.
Looks like they're on 42.
Methuen will have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line.
Sorry, 137.
Now we need the Lions defense to come out fired up after that excellent drive by the offense. We need to see something from this defense.
Here come the Rangers. Golick working out of the I formation. There's a pitch to the tailback again. Harrington. Harrington's got some room. He's around the corner. Harrington looking to break the corner. Finally forced out of bounds at the 45.
I don't think he has this one.
Gain of 7 for the Rangers.
Hey, he's going to have a field day, though, if the defensive line cannot pick up on him.
The defensive ends and the cornerbacks have to stay home and run that contain operation, or he's going to be in the backfield all evening. Chris Sturgis and Jeff Kuchar checking into the game for Methuen. Golick again with the I formation. Methuen working out of the I. Golick hands to the fullback. He's breaking through. One tackle, 2 tackles.
For the Rangers.
What an excellent spin by Harrington.
Harrington running at fullback that play, finally brought down on the Lion 46-yard line.
Lions got to find something to do to stop him.
That's It's interesting. We've seen Harrington so far in the tailback position. He ran that play from the fullback position.
They just know they want to give the ball to him. That's all they care about. They don't care where he is. 69-yard run last week against Lowell is one of many highlights he's had this year.
Here come the Rangers. Harrington in the fullback position again. Golick calls the signals. It's like Marcoux, the tailback. Excuse me, that's McCarthy, the tailback.
Once again, Chris Harrington.
They wrapped him up right
Golick
away.
again hands to his fullback Harrington.
That's kind of defensive lines at the play. Only giving
Maybe
up
a
short
gain of
yardage.
1. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 from the 46. Here comes Golick and the Rangers. There's the pitch to the tailback. 1 tackle, 2 tackles, 3 tackles, 4 tackles. Finally brought down with the 4th Lion.
He's got that spin move down.
Nearly broke a 4th tackle and would have been into the end zone.
Carrying the ball from Methuen on that is number 28, Barbara Stinlar.
It'll be 3rd down and 1 for the Rangers.
It's a little harder to say than Buno, don't you think?
Yeah, Buno's pretty tough.
That'll give the ball to Methuen 3rd down and about a foot. Harrington again, the fullback. Golick calls the signals. There's the handoff to Harrington. Harrington breaks right through. Harrington's still on his feet. Harrington's going to be into the end zone for another Methuen touchdown.
What's the record in this place?
He's going to be doing that all night if the Lions don't find something to stop him.
I'm afraid he is. Just running all over the Lions right now. And we've only played 7 minutes of the ball game, a little less than 7 minutes.
Number 4, Chris Harrington, running at fullback, breaking through the Lion defense and high-stepping into the end zone.
Harrington will definitely have a career game tonight if the Lions can't do anything.
3:09 left to go in the quarter. 14-8 Methuen. Out come the Rangers in their 2-point formation.
Obviously a weak kicking game. They have to go for 2 every time.
Marcoux on the right, Harrington on the left, in split back formation. Golick calls the signals. Golick hands off, fakes the handoff, keeps the ball.
He kept it himself.
Faking the
faked us out on that
handoff
one.
to Marcoux. Golick keeps the ball and runs off left tackle into the end zone. That'll give the Methuen Rangers a 16-8 lead.
I think what the idea behind the 2-point conversion, Matt, is they're trying to stay one ahead of the Lions. They know they're hoping the Lions will slip up on their two-point conversions.
One would suspect that perhaps Methuen doesn't have a kicking game.
That may be the case.
So at 3:09 left to go in the first period, we've seen 3 touchdowns, 16-8 Methuen, the home team, against our Lions.
will be kicking off for the Rangers.
The Rangers getting ready to kick off. Matt DiDio teeing the ball up at the 40-yard line. Deep for Chelmsford. Littlefield and Heslin.
And it looks like a near fumble, but wisely landed on.
We have a correction on that. That was Hooley, 55, also deep with Heslin. That's something we haven't seen yet this year.
No, that's surprise. Hooley playing all defense this year.
When I was talking to the 3 players that I had a little talk with today, they thought this would be a defensive game, but so far it's turned out to be the exact opposite to that.
So the Didio kick down by the second line of the return team. Chelmsford will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line.
And we've got a new quarterback in there. It's Jimmy Sanford.
Sanford fakes the handoff to the tailback. The play action play, throws deep. Sanford.
Oh, nearly called. Let's see a flag. Oh, it's
ruled incomplete.
By number 11, Jim Stanford.
Almost picked off for Methuen.
So it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down for the Lions.
Kind of looked like Jimmy Sanford just threw that one up there.
You got to admit, it's a lot more fun, though, ain't it?
DeStasi, the intended receiver for the Sanford pass. Unfortunately incomplete, bringing up 2nd and 10. Again, Sanford brings him up. Greenwood, the fullback. I formation. And Chelmsford will cost him 5 there.
A little false start. Bill Silvio, the tight end, leaving too early.
I know the game plan this week was to rotate the quarterbacks in and out, but I haven't seen Lacapa play the way he's played tonight. I mean,
No, that was an excellent pass
they
to
should,
Bertolami,
they should
wide
definitely
open.
keep him in there for a few more, at least a few more downs.
Well, they're going to rotate him here the first half, and they're going to go with the hottest quarterback in the second half.
So we'll have a procedure call against our Lions. That'll cost them 5. It'll bring up 2nd and 15 from the 32. Again, Sanford brings them up. Greenwood the fullback, Hesselin the tailback. Sanford pitches to Hesselin the tailback. Tailback's trying to get around the corner.
And got a couple yards. A lot of sideways running by Hesselin.
Hesselin brought down at the 35-yard line by a host of Methuen tacklers.
And we have officials injury timeout.
Unfortunately, we have a Methuen player down on the field over by the Chelmsford sideline.
I'd like to
Right
see.
there at the top of your screen.
I think I'd like to see a little more of JD Disclosures tonight. They need to get him ready for next year, you know.
He's expected to be rotated in there later.
Well, if we see a pattern developing, perhaps we'll see a new quarterback every series.
I don't think that's a bad move by Coach Rich at all.
So far this evening, we've seen the first series, Locapo leading Chelmsford down the field for the touchdown. Sanford coming out in the second series. The first play from scrimmage, he throws deep. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
That wasn't a bad pass by Sanford, though. That was pretty close on
No, it
target.
was right on the numbers, just nicely broken up by the secondary of Methuen.
Tough to catch the ball tonight, too, with the cold weather and all.
And that Methuen player is number 8, Chris Sturgis, one of their co-captains. Looks like a number 8.
I think you're right
This
on the
is Jeff
button there.
Stallard with Matt Turco and Adam DeYoung in the Methuen Ranger press box, along with the rest of your
Nice round of applause.
Cable
ladies and
43
gentlemen, for
broadcast team,
co-captain
bringing you this
Chris Sturgis.
last Friday night game of the season. These Lions have traveled to Methuen. Sturgis being carried off the field, probably an ankle or a knee injury.
So it looks like they might lose him, at least for the first half. That's probably not really good for Methuen.
Looks like an ankle injury.
88 Ludistasi checking into the game.
I'd like to see a Jim Sanford put it up here
Sanford
again.
brings him up to the line. Hesselin the lone back in the backfield. Split right, split left. 2 tight ends. There's the snap. Sanford looking to throw. Sanford guns it downfield. It's thrown well behind Stacey, the intended receiver. Pass incomplete.
Sanford just doesn't look comfortable going back there.
Ludistasi goes incomplete.
It's like
It'll be fourth down for
he's
the
a little
Lions.
unsure of himself.
Good play there would have been a nice screen pass, I think.
That'll bring up about 4th and 14. I expect to see Klein the punter. Be interesting to see. There's not much wind. In fact, there's no wind tonight here at Ranger Stadium. Be interesting to see how that cold ball carries this evening.
Methuen with two men back on the punt.
Much unlike
Chris
last
Harrington
week.
is one of them.
Harrington and Barbas Dinlar deep from Methuen. There's the kick. It's a short kick. Takes a Methuen bounce. And it'll be downed at midfield.
It'll be
Call it
first
the
down and
Methuen
10 for the
49-yard line.
Rangers. At the 49-yard line.
So Chelsea coming right out firing, tying the score back up, but now it's going to be tougher and tougher to match. Methuen giving him this great field position for Harrington to do his thing.
I don't see any reason why Methuen wouldn't just keep going with Harrington until the Lions can find something to stop him. Let's hope they do
Golick
here.
brings the Rangers out. No, nobody was set. There we go. 5-yard penalty. That'll cost Methuen 5 yards. Golick's having the ball snap before his line was set.
The only indication is procedure against the Rangers.
That'll give Methuen 1st
It'll
and
make it
15
first down and 15 for the
from the
Rangers.
44.
Lions defense needs to find something here to stop him.
Grealish and Capetta check in from Methuen.
Looks like it might be a throw. There's 2 wide receivers set to the right for Methuen.
Dinlar the tailback, Harrington the fullback. Golick calls. There's the handoff to Harrington the fullback. Fullback still over the line, still on his feet, down to the 45-yard line of Chelmsford.
He only got 10 yards on that play.
Second down and 5.
I think that's
for the
a
Rangers from the
good
45-yard
progress
line.
for the Lions defense.
Clock ticking down to 1:50 left to go in the first period. The Harrington 10-yard run will bring them up to 2nd and 5. Here come the Rangers. Harrington again the fullback. Harrington's been their go-to guy tonight. Gola calls the signals. There's the handoff to Harrington.
Once again, Chris Harrington on the carry.
Harrington's still on
Hey,
his
nice
feet.
stop.
Finally brought down fumble.
That's
Well, that
hit
hits
the
down by
ground.
contact.
Took about five Lions to take down Harrington.
They brought him down, though. That's the key.
He's a big kid.
That'll give Methuen 3rd and 4 from the 44. 1 minute left to go in the first period here at Ranger Stadium. Golick working over the center. There's the pitch to
Louis Marcoux on the carry for the Rangers.
Dinlar. Dinlar's still
He's
in
gone.
his feet. Dinlar's going to be, it's a foot race. Dinlar's going to be in the end zone.
Gone.
So if the Lions don't stop Harrington, they're just going to go to someone else.
Golick's a smart quarterback. Just
Golick taking the snap, pitching to his deep peelback, number 28, Barbas Dinlar.
give it to
Dinlar
one of
rolling
your
around
running
the
backs.
left end and sprinting into the end zone, winning the foot race with the Chelmsford defense.
I don't think he's even going to have to put that ball up at all tonight.
Golick brings him out again.
and now they'll kick the extra point. Wait a minute.
They're going for two.
No, they're going for two again.
Methuen again with the split back formation. Harrington on the left. There's the handoff to Dinlar. Dinlar's in.
And he's not in.
Dinlar is not in.
hasn't gone.
The two-point conversion is no good. The score. The Methuen Rangers
So with 50 seconds left to go in the first period, Methuen 22, Chelmsford 8.
Jeez, they're scoring fast.
Not even the end of the first quarter.
Now, we're seeing a lot of points for just one quarter.
Definitely.
And too many of them are on the Methuen side.
So I guess the Lions' prediction is incorrect. That it's going to be a defensive game tonight. I don't think so.
Certainly for them, it won't be a defensive night, as we see
The replay of Dinlar running into the end zone around the left end.
Eric Klein trying to get to him, but
I don't think that's something we want to see twice.
Number 9 for the Rangers.
Excuse me, that's not Dinlar. That was 23, Louis Marcoux.
they all might have a touchdown before this night's over.
Again, Hooley and Heslin, the deep backs for the Lions, standing at about their own 25-yard line. There's the kick. It's a bouncing kick, and it squibbles through the second line. Finally down Greenwood, Garrett Greenwood, and
Garrett Greenwood
55.
for the Lions.
Greenwood landed on a lot of loose balls here tonight.
Mark
Yeah.
Hooley covering the kick with Chelmsford.
I think the Lions need to bring someone up that has some hands at that second line there. They're just kicking it to them every time. They're going to eventually get a fumble.
The Lions will have the ball first and 10, 46 seconds left to go in the first period at Ranger Stadium. The ball on the 32.
We have a new quarterback
19, J.D. Delogis, the quarterback now with the I formation.
JD probably the quickest to running the option.
Delogis calls the signals, I formation. Delogis hands to the tailback. Oh, he's got it. It's a keeper. He's still got it. He's running around the end. He's looking to throw. Puts it down.
Number 19,
As he shows right there, picking up 5 or 6 yards.
So you got Locapo with a touchdown. Well, with an excellent drive under his belt tonight. Let's see if JD can get something going here.
Delogis with a great fake, great play action fake, pulling the ball around the end. Unfortunately, no one open, and he held the ball down.
But the point is he held on to the ball this time instead of just...
2nd and 6 for the
Letting it fly.
Lions. Delogis again, the quarterback. I formation. Ball on the 36 of Chelmsford. Delogis hands off. No, he's still got it.
Oh, it's another keeper.
Delogis still has it. He's heading upfield. He's going to have the first down. And finally dragged down by number 3,
Excellent.
John Rumor.
Excellent play by JD.
As he again displays that quarterback option and his nice speed, getting to the outside and getting that first down.
I'll tell you, he's going to be a nice quarterback for the Lions.
And that's the
next
end
year.
of the first quarter of play here at Ranger Stadium. The score 22, Methuen, Chelmsford 8. Well, we've certainly seen a high-scoring game so far this half.
That's for sure.
Again, I would query that Methuen has no kicking game, judging by their kickoffs and the fact that they consistently go for 2.
Well, I do think on their kickoffs it's a matter of they're just trying to get the fumble out of Chelmsford, and it's not working now, but if they keep doing it and the Lions don't bring anybody up to keep their hands on it.
Yeah, Chelmsford's had a couple of close calls. Mark Hooley and Garrett Greenwood, Ronnie Rich all landed on balls that were fumbled for a little bit, and it's not a bad strategy from Methuen. If they don't have a kicking game, you should. This strategy is probably the best way to go.
I think they've been watching tapes of the Central game last week.
Out come our Lions onto the field. 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Delosius with the carry, giving them the 1st down on the quarterback keeper. Delosius brings him out, again working with the I backfield. Littlefield the fullback, Hessel the tailback. There's the handoff to Littlefield. Littlefield's got on his feet. He set some room. Finally brought down around the 48-yard line.
Gets us down.
Tackle on the play by number 42, Dave Bowden.
Littlefield brought down by 42, Dave Bowden for Methuen. 2nd and 7 from the 49.
Bertolami, who had his first catch tonight, back in for the Lions.
Littlefield and Heslin in the backfield. I formation. Delosius calls the signals. There's the handoff to Heslin. Heslin's on his
Here we
feet.
go.
There's a flag on the
There's gonna be a
play.
flag, though.
Heslin's still on his feet. Heslin finally brought down around the
I hope that doesn't call
Methuen
back that nice
30-yard
run.
line.
Tackle on the play by Dave Bowden. 1st down, the Lions. Penalty flag on the play.
And I'm afraid this one might be coming back.
Holding against the
Chelmsford.
Lions.
Never fails, does it?
That's a shame. That's, calling back an excellent run by who was that, Heslin? So that brings the Lions back to 2nd and 18 on their own 42-yard line. That's a tough break for the Lions
Be
to
a tough
handle that.
2nd and 18 for Chelsea.
Here come the Lions. 47 Benoit split out to the bottom of your screen. 2 tight ends, I formation, Littlefield and Heslin. Delosius calls the signals. There's
Look out, a mix-up.
Ed Heslin on the carry for the Lions.
Nice play by Heslin, though. He bumped into JD on a botched handoff and got the outside, picked up 7 or 8 yards.
not quite sure what that was supposed to be.
I think they just got their signals crossed a little bit there.
For the Lions.
The Lions
From the 40
having a tough time
line.
getting the ball, moving the ball now. After a good first series, they haven't been doing anything with the ball now.
That'll bring up 3rd and 11 from the 49 for our Lions. Just about 8 minutes left to go in the first half here at a freezing Ranger Stadium.
This is Nicholson Stadium. For those of you keeping
I
score at home.
formation. Delosius calls the signals. DeStasi at the bottom of your screen. There's the handoff to Littlefield, the fullback.
Kind of a silly play.
Littlefield, the
on 3rd and
fullback,
11.
bowling his way through the Methuen line for a gain of about 5.
3rd and 11, not the best play in the world. Give it to your fullback.
I think the Lions need to go for it here. I don't know if they will, but they got nothing to lose.
And they are going to go for it. So, as Bertolami, that's my guess with Bertolami checking back into the game. So, Coach Rich taking a lot more chances here tonight. And,
Timeout, Chelmsford.
well, Methuen expected him to punt. No, that's a timeout, Methuen.
Timeout.
They expected him to punt.
The Rangers.
Excuse me, timeout, Rangers.
I think the idea with Coach Rich is they have nothing to lose now. He just wants to show a little confidence in their offense to move
Give
the
the
ball.
kids a chance to play, you know?
Definitely.
Looked like Bertolami split out to the top of your screen. Looked like he was a little unsure and was trying to call a timeout, but it was
Ladies and gentlemen, while we have
timeout.
this timeout, we'd like to acknowledge the award-winning Methuen High School varsity cheerleading group. The freshman, Dimitri Grenier.
The
So 7:33 left to go in the first half here at Ranger Stadium. The score 22-8 Methuen.
looks like Klein is
The
out the punt.
sophomores, Diana Delano, Sarah Martin, Missy Motram, and Shannon Sullivan. Your juniors, Christina Tridenti,
And we're back in play.
Maki,
Line back to punt.
Jen Dzinski, and Deidre DeBio. Your seniors, Monica Ringo, Stephanie Lasson,
There's the kick.
Maria
A
Gagny,
much better kick than
and
last
Captain
time.
Diane Gabrielski,
And it takes a
Captain
Chelmsford
Larry
bounce. They'll down it
Delapari.
inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Oh, excellent punt by
Nice
Klein.
job by the Chelmsford kicking team. A good kick by Klein. down inside about the 4-yard line, inside the 5-yard line. Definitely taking a Chelmsford bounce.
If the Lions can get their offense moving here and hold Methuen, I think the special teams may play the key role in this game, as we've seen that Methuen doesn't have much of a kicking game themselves.
The Rangers will take over 1st and 10.
See if Rangers can get out of this. The Rangers can get out of this tough spot they're in right now on their own 3.
If I was Methuen coach, I'd give it to Harrington up the middle and see if he breaks through.
If I were anybody, I'd give it to Harrington.
Mark Koo, the tailback, Harrington, the fullback. There's the handoff to Harrington. Harrington bulls his way up to about the 5, maybe the 6-yard line.
That's the first time Harrington's gotten less than about at least 6 or 7.
Well, that'll bring his average down.
The Lions definitely need to find a way to stop Harrington if they're going to find a way to win this game.
Interesting to see if Chelsea can play a good enough run defense here to make Golick go to the air.
Call it a game of 2, 2nd and 8 for the Rangers. Rangers running a wing and a split out to the right. Tailback. Golick pitches to the tailback. Oh my goodness.
They had him wrapped up for a big loss.
Chelmsford missing the opportunity to score the safety. Golick pitching to his tailback deep in his own end zone.
But at least they stopped him from getting a big run out of that.
That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
I don't think they get anything out of that.
No, maybe even a loss of 1.
Chelmsford defense holding at the line of scrimmage, unfortunately missing the opportunity to pick up the 2 points.
But I think they're
Golick
happy with
brings
just
him out.
stopping Methuen here.
Split right, split left. I formation. There's the handoff. Nope. Handoff to the fullback.
On the carry for the Rangers.
Looks like he might have it.
It looks like he's going to be a little shy.
Harrington with the carry. Harrington the fullback.
I don't see any reason for the Rangers not to go for it here.
Well, I do. On your own 11, that's not smart.
Well, I think Harrington can push it up through the middle, but I think
they're going to do the
agree
smart
with you.
thing and punt. Skip Pager's back to field the punt
for the Rangers,
for
number 9, Matt DeDio.
Chelsea.
Matt DeDio back to punt for Methuen, standing on his own end zone line. There's the kick. It's up. Not a bad kick. Fair catch called.
Fair catch
Good decision by Skip Pager on that one.
Penalty
Yeah,
flag
the flag came out. Did Pager get hit a little bit after the fair catch call?
I think you might be right, Matt.
Yeah, if he did hit him, he just nudged him because Pager didn't react to it.
So they're gonna Chuck's gonna pick up 5 yards on that penalty. Hearing it from the Methuen
crowd a little upset. They better just calm down, I'd say.
I think Methuen has a right to be upset on that one, though.
And out come our Lions again. Locapo back at quarterback. Greenwood the fullback. Hesselin the tailback. And we've got flags all over the field.
This is what you call a makeup call. This is going to be false start on Chelsea.
I don't know if that's a make-up call. It looked like
Against the Lions.
looked like they could have moved early,
It'll be 1st down and 15
but it
from the 40-yard
Just
line for the Lions.
cancels out the other penalty. So
So it looks like we're cycling through the quarterbacks. We're
Now, if
back to Locapo.
I'm sorry. Now, if I boo really loud, will they call another penalty on Methuen?
I don't know, man. Why don't you try that?
Ooh!
Out come the Lions. Locapo the quarterback. Greenwood and Hesselin in the backfield. I formation. The Stacey split to the bottom of your screen. There's the snap. There's the handoff to Hesselin. Hesselin working off the end. Hesselin getting back to the original line of scrimmage.
Let's try that again, Matt.
Chelsea just missed turn in the corner. Offensive line's got to block a little bit better. Hesselin's got to find some holes.
I think that's been the problem with getting Hesselin the big yards during the pass games. Let's see if they can do it here. Just under 5 minutes to go here at Nicholson Field.
Here come the Lions again. 2nd and 11, 4:50 left to go in the first half. Greenwood and Hesselin in the backfield. Locapo looking to throw. Locapo looks downfield. He's got Rich open.
Got him.
Oh!
In and out of the hands of Bill Silvio.
I don't think he's used to catching the ball. They just haven't thrown the ball that much this year.
That's not Lecapo's fault right there. That was right on the money.
That may be one of the best balls we've seen Lecapo throw this season, fellas.
He looks to have his arm ready and
perhaps the
warmed up this
rotating
game.
quarterbacks has woke him up a little bit.
Lecapo with a great throw. Bill Silvio running a post pattern.
I think Coach Rich has put a little scare into Andy Lecapo that he's going to lose his starting position for the game against
Heslin
Borica.
alone back in the backfield. Bertolami and DeStasi split to the bottom of your screen. Lecapo looking to throw. Lecapo dropping deep.
Way back.
He sets up the screen. There's a flag in the play. Heslin's got the screen. He's still on his feet. Heslin working back towards midfield.
He gets the first down, so that probably means the penalties against Chelsea.
I'll tell you, that Heslin, he can, in the open field, he can run for days.
And we have a holding call against the Lions.
I think we need to boo a little louder, Matt.
And ladies and gentlemen, that'll be called back. How many times have we said that? The penalty's killing the Lions.
The offense is there this week. It's just they're not turning it into anything. Bringing it back with penalties.
4:32 left to go in the first half here at Ranger Stadium.
We see a replay of
the one out front.
So it will be 3rd and 29 for the Lions. I'm expecting to see the Lions pass offense come out here. Lou DeStasi going
3rd
wide.
and 29.
It's a big hole for the Lions.
Better throw the bomb.
I think that's a good idea, Matt.
This is what you call 3rd in our new zip code. 3rd and 29 for the Lions.
Air it out. Let it ride, baby.
Lecapo's still the quarterback.
I think Lecapo's proven tonight that he has the arm to get it 29 yards. I just hope that they the wideouts
Okay,
can
the
catch
Zebras
the
put
ball.
the clock back in play. Lecapo brings the Lions out. Heslin alone back in the backfield.
Should have more than one guy or a set to the right.
DeStasi split to the bottom of your screen. 2 tight ends.
No motion on the
Heslin
line.
rolling to his. Oh, Heslin rolling to his right, looking to throw, and it's complete.
Nice catch, but
That's not going to be enough for the first down, though.
yeah, not quite enough. Jimmy Sanford with the reception.
Quite shy of the first down.
But that'll be 4th down for the Lions.
I apologize. Complete for Chelmsford, but bringing up a 4th down, not enough even to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Lecapo just didn't have anybody open on that play.
Did a good job of eluding a tackle, then just threw it on the run, and
Definitely. It was a nice pass,
he was
but
short about 19 yards.
Klein in to kick for the Lions.
29's a big pickup to come up with.
Eric Klein.
Deep for Methuen is number 4.
Klein with a great punch.
Chris Harrington, number 3, John Rumor. There's the kick. Another good kick.
Another nice kick.
It's a high kick. Rumor takes it. Harrington the block. Harrington throws a block. Rumor has it still on his feet. Finally brought down just inside the 20 to 19-yard line of Methuen.
Nice tackling by the Lions in that play.
From the 19-yard line.
So the Lions once again can't take advantage of great field position. They'll try and play good defense for a second series in a row here.
After a somewhat shaky start, Klein doing a fine job punting this evening, keeping Methuen inside their own 20-yard line, including that punt down to the 4. There's the replay. There's Rumor. Rumor still on his feet. Finally brought down by a whole host of Lions. Here comes Methuen. Golick brings him out. Golick hands off to his tailback.
There's a flag over to the left.
I think it might be against Chelmsford.
Maybe it'll be against Methuen for a change. Let's see.
I hope so. It seems as if the Lions either have their defense working one night and their offense working the next night.
Pointed in both directions. Might be a double penalty. I think the cold air might be freezing the official's brains. He doesn't know which side to call a penalty on.
Well, looks like the penalty ends up to be against Methuen. Be 1st and 15.
So we've got a procedure call against the Rangers. It'll be 1st and 15. Ball on the Ball on the 14-yard line of Methuen. Golek brings him out. Harrington Harrington the fullback. Barbie's Dinla the tailback. Here's the handoff to Harrington the fullback. Harrington buried by a swarm of
Now
Lions.
that's how you play run defense.
Now it appears that the Lions have figured out Harrington. Now let's just hope they don't pitch it to their other running back.
It'll be second down for the Rangers.
They're hoping Golek's going to have to eventually go to the air.
I have a feeling he hasn't had to go to the air much this year. Let's hope the Lions can force him into it.
Here come the Rangers. And that's a great shot of midfield, boys. What you're not seeing is Marcoux with the ball. Marcoux out to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, that was tough. You missed a hell of a run. You did see a nice hand, though, there in the picture.
That was number 23, Louis Marcoux in the carry.
You know who the hand belonged to, Jeff?
I guess hands don't have numbers, Matt. So we see a picture of the Lions huddle. They got to do something to stop this.
2 minutes left to go in the first half here.
3rd and 9 for Methuen. Big down here for the Lions to stop Methuen on.
Here come the Rangers. 3rd and 9. Golek with Harrington and Marcoux in the backfield. Marcoux the tailback. He's got 2 men split out to the top of your screen. Golak rolling to his right, looking to throw under pressure.
He got popped.
Oh, it's popped. Oh my goodness! And there's a flag on the play.
What kind of flag is it? This is pass interference. This is ridiculous.
This is a horrible call. It's pass interference.
We'll have to see what it is first.
They're placing the ball right where.
Offensive pass interference.
Excellent call.
I didn't see it there either. But I'm not a referee.
It could have been out of camera range, too. The intended receiver, number 80, Bill Grealish, will probably have nightmares about that tonight.
It's going to be 4th and 9.
Didio to kick for the Rangers. It's a high snap. He gets his kick off. It's a short, high kick. Chelmsford calls for a fair catch. And then it takes a Chelmsford bounce.
And again, excellent field position here with 1:42 remaining before the half.
Definitely a chance for the Lions to put this one into the end zone going to half.
They really need to score badly.
Definitely.
So Sanford should be the quarterback this series.
If they can go into the half only down by 6 points, then they're in good position for the second half.
The Lions will have the ball 1st and 10 from their Methuen 41-yard line. 1:42 left to go in the first half here at Ranger Stadium. The Rangers jumping out to a 22-8 lead early in the first quarter. Sanford the quarterback, Hesselin the lone back in the backfield. Twins split out to the top of your screen. Sanford looking to throw. He takes the straight drive pass. He's got time. He finally puts it down. He's on his feet. He heads upfield.
And that was a nice
putting out a great effort.
Nice play by Sanford to elude a couple tacklers and get some yards.
Sanford's definitely a tough kid, just going right into Methuen.
Sanford, knowing he had nobody open, tucked in the ball, headed upfield.
Chelsea takes a timeout.
I think he lost his shoe a little bit there.
I think he knows enough to put it back on.
I hope so.
We want to acknowledge two Methuen cheerleaders, Senior Laurie Delacarle.
So with 1:27 left to go,
will be representing
Matt, Lions down 22-8. They're going to put the ball into the end zone here.
No
question about that.
Once again,
you see the very cold offensive line of Chelmsford, and now the sidelines from Methuen. Nice headset. Look at that thing. Looks like an alien.
I think one's a scanner and the other's a CB radio.
I think we could use those up here.
He's calling Mars with those things.
I think it's a repeater for a cell phone.
So the Lions will come out 2nd and 5 after a nice 5-yard run by Jim Sanford. Minute and 27 seconds left to go in the first half. Lions down 22-8. And I think they'll go to the air again here with Sanford in the game. Oh, is Sanford in the game?
No, we're going to see JD again.
JD
Maybe they're going to run the
Delogez
option again.
In for Chelmsford quarterback. Hesselin the lone back on the backfield. 2 tight ends. Twins split out to the top of your screen. Delogez looking to throw. Delogez touches up. Delogez keeps it. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. Finally dragged down.
He can't get out of bounds, though.
Billy Grealish on the tackle for Methuen. Finally
I can't
dragging
imagine the Methuen
That'll be a first down for the
defensive
Lions.
coach couldn't pick that up. Seeing a new quarterback in there.
And that's pretty much all that JD's run tonight.
it. Timeout Lions.
It shows the quarterback seems to have a different
Here's
plan.
the replay. Deloge's rolling to his left. Grealish coming across the field and finally bringing him down on the Chelmsford sideline.
I think that's a need for the Lions is to mix things up here with
Ladies and gentlemen, remind you that
Three
the
different-
Methuen High School Ranger
three
band will be
different
conducting
quarterbacks.
The show Davat, Symphony number 9, Into the New World.
Each quarterback for Chelsea with a different plan. Lecapo throws the short passes.
Please enjoy
I
the
think
Jimmy
look-
Sanford throws the bomb, and J.D. Desloge just runs the option.
I think that's what the Lions need to do. I know they can't change quarterbacks every play, but they definitely need to mix things up. They got to find a quarterback that has all three of those weapons, as well as Heslin. Be a nice mix to have Heslin in the passing game going at the same time.
Sanford back at quarterback for the Lions. He brings him up to the line of scrimmage.
So perhaps the shoe was the problem.
Heslin, the lone back in the backfield. Sanford looking to throw. Sanford pumps once. Sanford throws deep for the
Into the
corner.
end zone.
And
Oh, there you go!
Touchdown, Chelmsford!
What a play!
Second
Excellent.
time Lou DeStacy and Jimmy Sanford had hooked up this year. First one was in week 2 against Nashua, Sanford's last start, but his third touchdown pass of the year.
That is absolutely what the Lions needed right here before halftime.
And DeStacy wide open, running a corner pattern there.
So it appears that they go for the 2-point conversion.
Johnson.
Methuen secondary looking almost Chelmsford-ish, not picking up on their receivers.
Number 1.
Lions
Is that a new
gonna-
adjective, Matt? Chelmsfordish?
Well, Chelmsford-like.
Lions going to go for one. Dom Lecapo, the place kicker.
I'm sorry, I was mistaken.
Andy Lecapo, the holder. There's the snap. The kick is up. And the kick is good.
It's good.
I think that's a good call by Coach Rich to have them go for the extra point, not risk anything.
And give Don Lecapo more and more
Here's
confidence.
the replay of the touchdown. Sanford pumps once. Sanford throws. He throws it deep into the end zone. DeStacy wide open.
Nice
Couldn't
tight,
have been much more open.
nice tight spiral by Sanford. So they have a minute and 5 seconds left to go for Methuen to put a scoring drive together.
And for Dom Lecapo, now perfect since that miss in that devastating miss in Drake, and he's now perfect 3 for 3 in extra points and 1 for 1 on field goals.
As long as the Lions can contain Harrington for a minute and 5 seconds, I think they're all set here. I don't think they have Methuen has much of a passing game right now.
On come the Lions kicking team. Deep for Methuen, number 23. Louis Marcoux, number 3. John Rumor. And number 4, Chris Harrington. So,
Kicking off for the Lions, Young Jin So.
there's the kick. It's a line drive kick. Picked up by
Wisely keep it away from
Rumor's
Harrington.
over the 30.
Carry for the Rangers.
Oh my goodness.
Excellent stop.
Nice hit by Garrett Greenwood.
That
Tackle made by
winds
number
clock down to
46
just
for the
under a
Lions.
minute.
Gallup, Greenwood.
for,
The Rangers
Methuen's
will
offense
take
to
over
work.
First and 10.
Golick and Harrington have been the
The 32-yard line.
center of this offense tonight.
57 seconds left to go in the first half here at Rangers Stadium. Golick readies the Rangers. Golick brings them up to the line of scrimmage.
I imagine if they don't get a big drive right off the bat here, they'll play it safe and go into the half with a nice lead. Nice 7-point lead.
There's the handoff to
Chris
Harrington.
Harrington on the carry for the Rangers.
I can't imagine they're going to be... Oh, look out.
Oh, fumble
Looks like
on
a
the
fumble
play.
on the play.
Recovered by number 34.
This could be a
Jeff
break for the
Rideout.
Jeff
Lions.
Rideout's got the ball. Man, that looked like it was way after
And
the
a
play.
penalty flag on the
Definitely.
play.
I didn't see anything pop loose early.
And a penalty flag on the play.
No idea.
Please, it's cold.
So it looks
Put
like
the
they're
penalty
placing the ball.
flags away.
Keep your hands in your pockets.
As we're going to see a replay
All right,
here.
here's the replay. There's Harrington. There's
And all the players thought the play was over, except Rideout, who grabbed the ball.
Button.
Rideout just
Who's
ripped
got
it
the
out
button?
of his hands. I didn't see it pop loose at all.
Penalty's going to
I
be
think it's
against
Chelmsford.
Methuen, apparently.
So Chelsea finally with a break. It only
Huge
took till
break.
week 9.
I
That'll
think
give Chelmsford the ball. 1st and 10 on the Methuen 15.
when you're playing well like the Lions are right now, I think some of the breaks tend to go your way, and that one just did.
All right, 42 seconds left to go in the first half.
Plenty of time to put the
J.D.
ball in the end zone.
Delosius, the quarterback. Hesselin, the lone back in the backfield.
See if JD keeps it for himself.
Bertolami split out to the bottom of your screen. Delosius hands off to Hesselin on the play fake. Hesselin still on his feet. Oh, Hesselin down to the 2-yard
Down
line.
about the 2-yard line. You're absolutely right. Nice run, though.
Down and goal for the Lions.
So the Lions could go into half here tied with the Rangers.
You got to admit, this rotating quarterbacks, it's a lot more exciting.
We'll have a timeout on the field, Chelmsford,
Here's
with
a replay
35
for
seconds
that
left
last
to go.
play.
35 seconds left to go in the first half.
Hesselin breaks through. That was a nice tackle by the line,
Ladies
the
and
Rangers,
gentlemen,
pardon me.
at the 1996 Chelmsford High Marching Band is
35 seconds left for the Lions to put it into the end zone. Well, 1st and 2 goal to go on the 2-yard line of the Rangers.
Melanie Gano and Michelle Hibbett. The band is instructed
I
by
think they need
Mark
to give it to
Kerouac,
Hesselin here.
the precision
Get him a
instructor,
touchdown
Stephen
tonight.
Kavanaugh, the color guard majorette
Oh, I'm sorry, he already does have a
advisor,
touchdown
Donnie
tonight.
Dunn, and the drill instructors
get him another one.
Beth Grotto and Tracy Nato. The band's repertoire tonight includes Calypso, Holiday, a percussion, Future, and Then.
Chelsea offensive line doing a great job on that last series with Sanford having plenty of time to throw. Let's see if they can bull Hesselin into the end zone here.
I still don't know what that penalty was for on the fumble recovery.
Who cares?
And Laura Kruger.
All right, out come the Lions.
A trumpet solo.
Delosius, the quarterback. Haru, the fullback.
Be a great play for a quarterback option here with JD running it in himself.
Little field to power back. There's the handoff to Hesselin. Hesselin's in the end zone. Touchdown!
Lions for the touchdown.
And I don't see any flags in the play.
What an excellent run. Just broke right through that.
Be.
The Lions just are pushing right over the... Usually when they get down to the 1 or the 2, they just get stopped right there, but they're just pushing right through tonight.
And
Number 76, Jeff Haru, creating a huge gap in the Methuen defensive line.
Chelsea looking to tie it up here now.
21-22, the
here-
Rangers are leading.
Here comes the Locapo and Locapo team. There's the snap, there's the kick. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
So we'll go into halftime with a tie score.
And the score is
So
now
with
tied.
29
The
seconds
Rangers
left
22,
to go, ladies and
Lions
gentlemen.
22.
Chelsea can
Chelmsford
smell
has
it.
come running back to a 22-22 tie.
They're finally in a game here, and they can smell it.
This is the type of game we've needed to see from the Lions all year long.
And Chelsea now scoring with each one of their quarterbacks. The opening drive with Andy LaCappa. Jimmy Sanford throwing a touchdown pass to Lou DeStacy. And now JD in there hands the ball off to Hesselin, and he scores. So it's pretty much even right now in the quarterback battle.
I think a lot of the seniors have just said they need to take over this game tonight and get it started for the Lions. They want to go out with some pride this year. And I think this is a great way to do it. So Young Jin So will be out to kick again for the Lions. He's had a couple of good ones tonight. I think this
Again-
is the most he's had to punt all year long.
Again, D
kick.
for Methuen, Harrington, Rumor, and Marcoux. There's the kick. It's a booming kick deep. Rumor gathers it on his own 5, heads up the middle of the field.
Uh-oh, look out!
Oh no!
Oh, nice save.
Oh, that looked like trouble for the Lions.
It'll be first down and 10 for the Rangers.
35 for
39
Chelmsford,
yard line.
number 35, Youngjin So, the kicker.
The kicker might have saved the touchdown.
Oh, I think he did there, Matt.
Rumor took the ball on his 5 and headed up a huge seam up the middle of the field.
That would have been a crushing blow to the Lions to have them run that back for a touchdown.
20 seconds left to go in the first period. The first half. It's a 22-22 tie. Methuen has the ball just inside their own 40 on the 39-yard line. Golak brings them up in the I formation. Harrington, the fullback.
I think it'd be a good
Mark
idea
Crew,
if
the
they
tailback.
run Harrington here.
Golek looking to throw. He rolls right. He's got Marku in front of him in the block. He throws downfield. It's
Nice
complete.
catch.
Pass complete.
What they need now is a quick timeout.
Grealish.
Down for the Rangers.
Grealish, the receiver.
Line. Timeout.
The pass
Rangers.
complete at the 44-yard line of the Lions.
So they're going for something here. They're not satisfied with a tie here at the half.
And as well as they shouldn't be. They were up 22 to 8 at one point, and to go into the half must be tough for the Methuen Rangers to swallow.
Methuen calls another timeout as you see the replay. What you don't see is the quarterback. There's the pass to Grealish.
Gang Alliance finally bringing them down.
So the Lions had the deep pass covered, but Methuen gets the short little 10 or 15-yarder pass.
What they got to do right now, Chelsea, don't worry about any interceptions. Just get up there and knock the ball down.
That's for sure. Or if you can't knock the ball down, just take the player down with you.
There's a replay again. Goal throwing to his right, rolling to his right, throwing to his right. Bill Grealish, the intended receiver. There's fumble!
Fumble on the play.
And it's still loose.
Still loose.
And Chelsea's got the ball.
Chelsea has the ball, but it's
It's going to run out of time. There's no more time left in the half. Tommy Calorie land on that ball?
It's the half.
I didn't see
I
it.
didn't see who landed on it.
Rangers,
So at the end of the half, Heslin is just pumping his arm.
And Chelsea Lions come storming off that field. They are pumped.
Presentations of Chelsea.
22 to 8. Looked like another blowout. They're right in this game.
I haven't seen the Lions so happy for a while.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the first half of action here at Methuen Stadium. This is Jeff Stallard with Matt Turco and Adam DeYoung. We'll be back very shortly with the second half action. As the Chelmsford Lions come back out on the field to start the second half, they'll be looking to beat the Rangers, and we'll be back. Lions come out for the second half against the Methuen Rangers here at Ranger Stadium. Chelmsford will be kicking off. So last his kick, making the touchdown saving tackle.
Chelsea, of course, will be kicking off this half. They fumbled the opening snap and opening kickoff, and it looked like another long night, but they're right in this game with three different scoring drives with three quarterbacks.
No question about that, Matt. This team really seems to be showing some life tonight.
And there's the kick. It's
Nice
up, it's
long
deep.
kick.
It's taken by Harrington. Excuse me, it's taken by Rumor. Rumor up the middle. He's on the outside now. Finally brought down.
So that was a nice kickoff by Young Jin So on that play. Another one that he's had three wonderful kickoffs tonight.
Rumor taking the ball at about his own 15-yard line. The Rangers will have the ball first and 10 from their 36.
It's interesting to see if Methuen can get things back in control. Really just let Chelsea back in this game.
That's definitely
we're going to have a procedure play, I think. Procedure call against Methuen.
I think you're right, Jeff.
Looked like it was on the quarterback.
So that's a tough way to start the second half for the Rangers. But as we've seen, a tough first play can always turn into an excellent half, as we saw with the Lions last half.
First and 15 for the Rangers. The ball in their own 31. Golick brings them up. Harrington, the fullback. Marku, the tailback. There's the handoff to Harrington. Harrington buried after a gain about 3.
That's solid defense holding him to not much, a couple yards on the play.
I think the Lions have definitely solved the problem of Harrington tonight.
And we didn't think they would. He scored a couple of quick touchdowns. Looked like he might have 6 or 7 touchdowns here tonight, but they're holding him right now.
I guess you always have to have faith in the Lions coaching staff to know what to do.
Second and 12 from the 34. Golick brings them out. Got twin receivers split out to the bottom of your screen. Harrington is now in the tailback position. Marku, the fullback. Golick looks to throw. It's complete.
Oh, fumble! Oh, went out of bounds.
Yep.
Golick's pass to Grealish. Grealish run out of bounds.
That pass was behind the line of scrimmage, it appeared to be.
He smacked it away.
It'll be third down and 5 for the Rangers.
Now a key third down.
I feel like we've been saying that all year long, Matt.
Out comes Golick on the Rangers. Got twins split up to the top of your screen. Harrington back in the fullback position. Marcoux the tailback. Golick looking to throw. He rolls to his right.
Oh,
what a play!
Absolutely.
Jeff Rideout
buried.
crushed
what a
him.
play by Jeff Rideout. Nobody even touched him going in on that play.
Jeff Rideout
Having a
crushed
big
him.
game. Recovered a fumble and now pummeling sack.
That's the spark the Lions need right now. Maybe they can go ahead in this game.
Looked a little like Jeff Harus hit on the quarterback Murphy for Central last week.
Didio to kick. Didio has a snap. The kick is a line drive kick.
Pager
Pager.
telling the Chelsea players to get away from it.
I think that's a good move by Pager. Would have been a tough punt to handle for Pager or anybody else to pick that ball up.
So the Lions will have the ball first and 10 on their own 35-yard line. 22-22, a tie score here in the third quarter at Ranger Stadium.
And in true formation, it's Andy LaCapo back on the field to start the third quarter.
Capo working with the I formation. Hessel in the tailback. Littlefield the fullback. There's the handoff to Heslin. Heslin with no gain.
Maybe a gain of 1. It'll be second down for the
Might have got a yard on the play.
I think the Lions have figured out that people have caught on to Heslin and they're trying a little more of the passing plays. Coach Rich showing his faith in Andy LaCapo to get things going here in the second half.
Here come the Lions. LaCapo calls the signals. Bertolami split out to the bottom of your screen. Heslin the tailback. Littlefield the fullback. There's the handoff to Heslin. LaCapo still got it.
A nice catch,
Nice pass.
Ronnie Rich.
Looks like they've really worked on their passing game over the
They
course
definitely
of the
did.
week.
LaCapo hitting. That's his third completion of the night tonight. He only had 2 last week and playing the whole game against Central.
I wish we had seen this kind of playing against the whole year long from LaCapo and Sanford at the beginning of the year.
We're back to live action. LaCapo calls the signals. Littlefield and Heslin in the backfield. There's the handoff to the fullback.
There's Littlefield. He's got a
Littlefield's
nice
his feet.
blocking.
Finally brought down.
Excellent blocking by the offensive line at Chelsea.
The Lions have definitely figured out that what they need to do is mix things up against this
Littlefield with a
Methuen
gain
team.
of about 16 on that play. And now, who are these guys playing tonight? This is unbelievable. I haven't seen this all year.
Out come the Lions. LaCapo again the quarterback. The Stacey going to be split to the top of your screen. Littlefield the fullback. Heslin the tailback. LaCapo working. There's the snap. LaCapo with the keeper. LaCapo's still on his feet. He's got some room. He's heading upfield, breaking tackles.
A nice run by LaCapo.
LaCapo finally brought down at the Methuen 28-yard
That
line.
used to be his only play. Now he finds an option and takes it through.
It'll be first and 10 for Chelmsford. Ball on the 28-yard line of Methuen. These are like the Lions of old, fellas.
I think so. I'm really impressed by the play calling by the Lions coaching staff. Really mixing things up to start out the second half.
Again, the Lions come out. LaCapo working. There's the handoff to Littlefield.
Gets a few. Continuing to mix it up though. Now maybe they'll come back with a pass.
I hope so. LaCapo seems to be on fire tonight. As do the Lions for that matter.
Here come the Lions. Again, Littlefield the fullback. Heslin the tailback. 47 Benoit split to the bottom of your screen. LaCapo looking to throw. LaCapo back. He's got protection. He's got a man open.
Oh, just a little overthrown.
That's all right. That's only one Well, the second incompletion for Locapo tonight.
Looked like it was about the same play where Silvio dropped the pass in the end zone. This one was overthrown.
That'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Lions. 5:37 left to go in the third quarter here, ladies and gentlemen.
I think they should give it to Heslin here. Get him to move the ball.
3rd down and 6.
DeStasi and Bertolami split to the top of your screen. Heslin alone back in the backfield. Locapo working. Locapo looking to keep it. Locapo keeps it. He's around the corner. He's still on his feet.
And I don't know if he got there. It's going to be very close.
Depends on the spot, I think.
Yeah, he's going to have to get a good spot.
It'll be 4th down and 1 for the Lions.
4th down and 1 for the Lions.
They need one more.
I think they can. I think Coach Rich will show his faith in this one.
Good play here would be a give to the fullback Littlefield and just let him bull his way in for the 1st down.
I think you're right, Matt.
Here comes the refrigerator backfield. Littlefield the power back, Haru the fullback, Heslin the tailback. Locapo working. Locapo hands off to Heslin. Heslin's through.
And he's got it.
And Heslin will have the 1st down for the Lions.
The Lions are eating up some time on this drive here. 4:55 left to go in the third quarter. Lions have had the ball other than three plays in this half.
Maybe it becomes a lot more better, a lot more defensive here in the second half with it getting colder and colder and
here come
Chelsea eating up a lot of clock. I'm sorry.
Here come the Lions 1st and 10 from the Methuen 18. Again, the full power eye backfield. Locapo hands off to Heslin on the counter handoff. Heslin still on his feet. Heslin will have the 1st down. Heslin down to the 5-yard line.
Nice run by Heslin. How many times have we said that this year?
Be great if Chelsea could punch it in on this play. Give themselves a lead they haven't had since the first half of Drake. I'm sorry, they had a 3-0 lead in Andover, but a second half lead.
Yeah, I think the Lions definitely going to punch it in here.
And we're going to see another give to Heslin. And is he in? No, he's going to be a little short.
Fortunately, we didn't get to see that at home, but it was a nice run by Heslin.
Chelsea playing great grinded out football right now.
Right on about the half-yard line. At least that's what it appears to be up here. They've had a little trouble in the red zone, the Lions have, but not tonight they haven't.
Here come the Lions again with the power eye backfield. The refrigerator back, Haru. The power back, Littlefield. Heslin the tailback. There's the handoff.
I think Locapo has it.
to Haru.
It looks like
Touchdown,
Haru has
Lions.
the touchdown.
Yeah.
Touchdown for number 76, Jeff Haru. Now there's a lineman's dream.
So a great play for, it is a lineman's dream. It is a great play for the senior captain playing in his last road game to get a big touchdown that puts him ahead.
I think that's been a big factor here tonight. The seniors on this Lions team have definitely shown their willingness to work hard on these last 2 games and put 2 wins up on the board. Hopefully they can do it in 2 weeks against Billerica as well.
And here comes the kicking team of Locapo and Locapo. There's the snap. There's the hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
And so,
by all means, though, this game's not over, but the Lions have definitely have the momentum in this game.
Here's the replay of the touchdown.
I don't think that was Jeff Haru.
I don't think that extra point was good. The ref waved it off, and they added it to the scoreboard, so I'm not sure what's going on.
There is some debate up here.
Oh, correction, the point after was no good.
So that point after was no good, and that could be key.
That definitely puts the Lions in a tough situation here. But you got to believe the way their offense and defense is playing tonight, they definitely have a chance.
Gets set to kick. We see the point has been taken off the scoreboard. 3:28 left to go in the third period here at Ranger Stadium. 28-22, our Lions ahead for the first time this evening. Deep for Methuen, Romaine, Harrington, and Marcoux. There's the kick. It's a high kick taken by...
That's who?
Rumore's still on his feet. He's got the sideline.
And a nice run back. It'll allow them to continue to run the ball.
I think the Lions defense just needs to do some preventing here. They don't have too big of a lead.
Great job. They allowed 22 points in under 10 minutes, and since then, Methuen has gotten nothing.
I'm sure they've gotten some harsh words from Coach Fletcher after that, but they...
a lot of harsh words and a lot of warm spit.
I hope that's not the case, but it may be. Here's a replay of that last punt
And there's
return.
Golick with the pitch to his up back.
Marco's
still on his feet. Marco's up the sideline. It's a foot race. Marco's working up the Chelmsford sideline, and Marco's going to go untouched into the Chelmsford end zone.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Oh boy. This doesn't look good for the Lions.
62-yard TD run.
They just got burnt on that play. Focusing maybe too much of their attention on Harrington.
You see in the
Here's a
replay,
replay
there's
of that.
Marcoux breaking around the corner. Marcoux with foot race, untouched into the Chelmsford end zone. 6 Klein, the last Chelmsford man to be near him.
So I think here the Lions need to come back off of that one and run the ball back down the field. The Lions offense definitely putting the points on the board to win this game tonight, and the Lions defense is breaking down. Unlike they have in the past, it's been the other way around, the Lions not putting the points on the board. But this time it's the defense who is not performing.
And ladies and gentlemen, Methuen is going to try and kick. And judging from our colleagues here in the booth, this may be an historic occasion. Didio back to kick.
They haven't kicked all
Here's
year.
the snap, the kick is up. And it's good.
So Methuen takes the lead back from the Lions.
It's the first time all year they've kicked an extra point.
That's a...
It only took till week 9. That's a little strange.
Everybody up here in the booth is quite excited over that fact. But I think the Lions need to come back here with a drive.
They can't be down. Jimmy Sanford
huge
should be
drive.
the quarterback when he gets out there. If we go by the rotating quarterbacks, and
I don't see him though.
well, they got to kick off
right,
first.
right. I'm sorry. I thought
That
they were
usually
bringing their
happens in
offense.
football. After the other team
Usually.
scores, you have to kick off.
Thank you for the correction, Matt. So the Lions are now down 29-28. So that point after could definitely come back and haunt them.
And deep for the Lions will be 28 Heslin and 55 Hooley, standing on their own 25, 26-yard line.
You got to be careful not to fumble on this kickoff.
Number 9, Didio, the secret Methuen offensive threat here.
You got to be thinking Didio's pretty high on himself now after his first point after of the season.
There's the kick. And
Oh, he
it's a
gets
low
this one in
kick
the air. That might be a
taken
first
by
too.
Hooley in the fly. Hooley's still on his feet. He's got some blockers. Finally brought down at the 35-yard line.
So here comes the Lions offense. Let's see if they can bring it. Yep.
That's interesting having Hooley back on kickoffs.
We haven't seen Buno at all this evening.
Well, he hurt himself last week, and I don't know. He might have been questionable before the game.
He was one of the ones that I talked to. I know he was definitely planning on playing tonight.
Out come the Lions.
Jimmy
Sanford, the
Sanford.
quarterback. Littlefield, the fullback. Heslin, the tailback. There's the handoff to Heslin. Heslin's around the ends, breaks one tackle, outruns 1-2. Finally brought down at the 47-yard line of Chelmsford.
Nice run.
So the Lions mixing it up well here in the second half. Let's see if they go to a pass here with Sanford in the game. So now the offense is on the field.
First and 10 Lions from their own 46. Again, Sanford brings them up.
Justin Benoit is split to the left this time.
There's the handoff to Littlefield. Littlefield's got
Oh,
some
look out,
huge
he's got
room. He's
room.
got blockers. Littlefield's still in his
One
feet.
man apiece.
Littlefield's turning
Here
the
we
corner.
go.
It's a foot race into the end zone. Littlefield gonna go.
Oh.
My goodness. Brought
Real
down
short.
at about the 6-yard line.
Finally knocked out of bounds. Big run.
What a
Todd
run by
Littlefield
Littlefield.
playing big here tonight.
I think Methuen was thinking what I was thinking on that play, that the Lions are going to go for a pass. And they just had the opening. Good play calling by the Lions.
With only one man set to the left, I thought maybe they'd change it to a run. And Littlefield, as you can
There's
see
the
in the
replay.
replay,
Littlefield breaks around the corner. It becomes a foot race.
having the running game of his life here tonight.
That's
He
what
has
they-
played well, but not this well.
Chelmsford again in the refrigerated backfield. Cooley the fullback, Littlefield the power back, Heslin the tailback. There's the handoff to Heslin. Heslin brought
Ooh,
down behind
stop.
the line of scrimmage.
Good defense by the Rangers in that play. I haven't seen the Lions offense play this well all year long. It's just terrific to see. A little late in the season, but we'll take it.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal for the Lions from the 9. Coming down to 2 minutes left to go in the 3rd period. Again, we're in the power I backfield. Littlefield the power back, Haru the fullback, Heslin the tailback, 2 tight ends. There's the handoff to Heslin. Heslin still on his feet. Heslin brought down.
And he stuffed again.
I think they might want to go to the play action fake here.
I think Methuen defense might have just woke up.
I don't know though. I'm sure they're thinking that they're going to just go to Heslin and try and punch the ball in. So Chelsea might be smart by going to the pass here.
Well, certainly Methuen will be expecting the pass this time.
Call it a gain of 1, 3rd and 8.
Maybe we can get Haru a touchdown here.
That's a little far out. The last one was a 1-yard plunge. Now they got JD back in.
Delosius the quarterback, the power I backfield. Delosius working. There's the handoff to Heslin. Heslin's working. Delosius still has it. Excuse me. Delosius still has it.
And brought down at about the 6.
So I think they definitely need to go for it here.
That unfortunately didn't fool the Ranger line.
I think they'll go for the field goal, I guess.
And that would be smart at this point. Give themselves another lead.
That's for sure.
Timeout, Chelmsford.
Well, they're going to need to talk it over with Coach Rich.
Certainly in the
It's a
fourth
replay of the
quarter.
last play.
So he faked our cameraman out, obviously, because he's following Heslin. And
I noticed Heslin threw 2 great blocks on that last play you just saw.
I think everybody was expecting Heslin that Heslin had the ball that time. Even the Methuen defense, even though they stopped Disclosure, I think they thought Heslin had the ball. So we're still waiting to see what the Lions will do here, if they'll go for it or if they'll kick the three points.
as you see the Chelmsford bench, they, I don't know what they're going to do right now. I'm not sure yet.
Looks like Lacapo's out there to maybe to hold. But however, you never know. He could be in to play quarterback. Never know tonight.
Out come the Lions. Lacapo the
They will
quarterback.
go for it. 2 wide
They're gonna go
receivers set
for
to
it.
the left.
Greenwood and DeStacey split to your left. Heslin alone back in the backfield.
Capo is back in
There's
the
only
quarterback.
one end out there for defensive end for Methuen.
Now we
They
have a
needed to call
timeout
the
with Methuen.
There was only one defensive end lined up with Lou DeStacey, and I believe that's Justin Benoit.
So with a timeout, we have 15 seconds left to go in the 3rd period here at Ranger Stadium. It's 29-28 Methuen. The Lions driving 4th and goal on the 5. Certainly not quite the game perhaps many have expected this evening, gentlemen.
This is a great game. If Chelmsford, tough year this year. If they played every game like this, though, and lost most of them, the fans would be getting their money's worth.
That's for sure, Matt. They've played with the effort all year long, but they haven't played with the execution they've been playing with tonight. Executing every play solidly and putting the ball into the end zone many more times than we've seen them do in the past. So the Lions will come back out. Maybe they will maybe they'll go for it again.
Here come the Lions back
This
out
is a
onto the
key
field.
First and goal.
Locapo's still the quarterback.
That's 4th and goal, Matt.
That's a key 4th and goal.
Out come the Lions. Greenwood and Bertolami split to the top of your screen. Just Hesselin alone back in the backfield. There's the snap. Locapo looking to throw. Locapo's got time. And
What a catch!
A great catch!
Oh my! What a catch for the Lions! I didn't even see who it
Lucas
was.
Stacy
Stasi
with
with
the second
a great
touchdown
catch.
catch of the night.
I guess what they say
Andy
is
Locapo, his first touchdown pass of the season, and it couldn't have come at a better time.
when you're playing well, the breaks just come for you, I guess. What a break for the Lions.
Locapo to... Holy cow,
Oh,
did
they
you
went
see
for
that?
two. No, I didn't see it.
Hopefully we'll have a replay of that. That was that heavy left set coming quick off the line of scrimmage, and Chelmsford has the 2-point conversion.
Here's the replay of the touchdown.
Locapo passes, it's tipped, and DeStacey
Great play by the
dives.
What
secondary,
an excellent play by DeStacey.
but just bounced the wrong way, and DeStacey landed on it.
DeStacey just barely caught that
And here's
ball.
the 2-point conversion, I guess.
No, this is another
No,
replay
that's
of the
another
touchdown.
replay of the touchdown.
I guess we're not going to get a replay of the 2-point conversion.
I don't even know who scored it.
I don't either, Matt. That was an excellent call for the Lions, who now lead the game 36-29. A solid touchdown lead. However, Methuen is definitely they've definitely got the 2-point conversion down. Got it down to a
That's all
science.
they've done all year until tonight.
I guess so. The
Here
Lions
comes-
have made history with the Methuen Rangers.
So to kick, deep for Methuen. Harrington, Rumor, and Marcoux. Rumor takes the kick again. Rumor still on his feet. Rumor across the 35 to the 39.
I'm told Andy Locapo took the 2-point conversion in himself. We don't have a replay of it. But
So-
he's playing much smarter here tonight.
Oh, definitely. So the Lions special teams have played well all season long. They're giving up a few extra yards on that kickoff return, but they haven't had to defend it that much this year. And they definitely showing that they have the skill to stop the touchdown, which is imperative.
So that's the end of the third quarter. 3 periods have gone by here at Rangers Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, and a wild and woolly shooting match. Chelmsford jumping out with seconds left to go in the third period to a 36-29 lead here at Rangers Stadium.
I'm happy we get to say that at the end of the third quarter. We haven't had to say that much this year, and it's nice to be going into the fourth quarter with a lead.
A lot of history, history for the season for these two teams here tonight. Of course, Methuen kicking their first extra point of the season. Mike Bertolami with his first reception of the year. Andy Locapo has his first touchdown pass of the year. So, a lot of firsts here tonight for the season.
And I guess it's good to have first for the Lions.
Here come the Rangers. Golick on the quick set, pitches to Harrington, and Harrington doesn't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Harrington had it all in the first quarter. He's just lost, he's lost a
He's
step
been
or
invisible, absolutely
Definitely.
invisible.
or the Lions defense has
Oh,
just
they've picked it
held him
up.
up.
They've picked it up unbelievably, but he was doing it all in the first quarter, and
He was their only source of points for the Methuen Rangers until the Lions put the clamp down on him.
Harrington, Marcoux are out. Golick brings them up to the line of scrimmage, still working the I backfield. Golick looking to throw, rolling to his left. He's under
He's got
pressure.
pressure again,
Still under
and
pressure.
again.
Barely
Oh,
gets
wow.
the ball off. Oh, it's complete.
Complete pass, though.
What a pass! He was getting hit as he threw the ball.
So I guess he can throw the ball.
I guess so. They just choose not to use him. Why use him on such a cold night if you have Harrington running the ball? But he's not running the ball tonight.
Golick rolling to his right, Bailey getting the pass off under severe pressure, and Methuen will have the ball 1st and 10 at the Lion 46-yard line.
So here's a big series for the Lions defense right now.
Harrington and Marcoux check back in for the backfield for the Rangers. Harrington the fullback, Marcoux the tailback. Golick works over the center. There's the handoff to Harrington on the stutter step.
And that play looked a little dead. It looked like Harrington tripped and
Trumps the signal when they have a
still.
fumble. That would be the second for Jeff Rideout tonight if that's...
Yeah, that was way after the play, it seemed. Although we've missed a couple up here, thinking the play was over.
That first one Rideout had, it looked like the play was over, and he either ripped it out of the player's hand or I don't know what he did, but they gave him the fumble recovery.
And I saw Jeff Rideout's dad at the half, and he said he missed the first half fumble, so we're not the only ones up here.
But
Second
we won't
and 9.
complain.
The Rangers go to a twin backfield. Harrington on the left, Marcoux on the right. Golick looks to throw.
Oh, wide open.
Wide open.
Oh, they didn't hit him either.
Lions in trouble here.
Number 80, Bill Grealish with the reception for the Rangers. Golick sending Harrington wide for the swing, pulling the defense with him, throwing downfield. Grealish wide open.
So Golick
Here's the
taking
replay.
matters into his own hands here, now throwing the ball, and wide open. Someone missed an assignment there. Heslin finally bringing him down.
Will the
Here's Harrington. Harrington hog-tied behind
Oh,
the
wow.
line of
And
scrimmage.
absolutely
what a
nothing.
defensive play.
Ned Heslin again with the tackle.
The Lions have solved the running problem, but now Golick's going to the air, and they need to solve that now too. They got to be ready for anything.
As we come to under 8 minutes now to go in the game at very cold Ranger Stadium.
The wind's starting to pick up a little bit here at Ranger Stadium. Second and 17, call it. Golick calls the signals. Harrington the fullback. Golick tripped, he's down!
And they're going to call that
High school football, once you're
down
down,
by
you're down.
Down by contact.
down by down.
So the Lions catch 2 breaks right in a
So
row.
a very tough 3rd and 17. I'd say this is going to be a pass.
I'll have to go with you on that one, Matt. Golick's been throwing the ball well here in the second half.
Chelsea secondary needs to know this is going to be a pass.
Golick calls the signals. Harrington the tailback. Golick looking to throw, rolling to his
Here it comes.
Rolling to his right. He's looking downfield. He's got a man open.
Oh no!
And
Wide
Oh
open.
no!
And they keep him out of the end zone, but he gets the first down.
They had to know that was coming. I don't see any reason for them not to be able to stop that. They had 3 men.
Again, Golick pressured. I don't know how many times he's been pressured and been able to reel a pass off. 3 or 4 times at least here tonight.
Number 81, Scott Capetta with the reception at the 1-yard line of Chelmsford. That'll give Methuen first and goal with 6:55 left to go in the ball game.
And he's finding a new receiver every time.
Golick working with the power I backfield. Harrington the fullback, Marcoux the tailback. There's the handoff to Marcoux. Marcoux bounces, Marcoux's in.
He's in.
I don't know how the Lions let a 3rd and 17 go on that one. That was just a loss of coverage for the Lions.
And while Harrington has struggled here in the second half, Marcoux has taken control. 2 touchdowns here in the second half.
There's a replay. Golick looking, rolling, looking.
That's the
Ball
replay
up.
of the pass.
You can't see the reception, but there's the tackle at the 1-yard line.
Trust me, he caught it.
So will they go for 2 here?
The Rangers going for 2.
So obviously not that in love with
Split
another extra
backfield,
point.
Marcoux in the left, Harrington in the right. Golick calls the signals. Golick hands off. No, Golick keeps it. Golick around the end. Golick goes in.
He's in.
Wow. He just froze the Lions. So this is going to be a shootout for the remaining
6:49 remaining in the game. Methuen 37, Chelsea 36.
It's a close game, but it's a high-scoring game.
See, this is the kind of football I love. Absolutely no
Definitely.
defense whatsoever. Throwing, running, just score, score, score.
I'd prefer to have it be the Lions score, but it is fun to watch.
And the Chelmsford receiving team is on the field. Hooley and Heslin deep for the Lions at their own 20-yard line. Didio signals. Didio ready to kick, and is the kick. And it's a low kick, line drive taken by Heslin. Heslin's over the 35. Heslin's got some room. He's over the 40. He's over the 45.
He's still in his feet, and
Heslin's
Chelsea
to the
will have
46-yard line.
they'll have favorable field position again.
So if the Lions can keep moving the ball, I don't think they're going to have any problem putting it in the end zone, but no stupid mistakes they can take.
6:40 remaining in this one.
Coach Rich has to be happy with the way this team's played tonight.
It's going to be J.D. Disloges, I think, coming in, giving the instructions to the troops.
I think you're right, Matt.
Delosius, the quarterback. Split up to the top of your screen, I formation. Delosius hands off to the fullback.
I think the most important thing for the Lions here is to hold on to the ball. This cold weather is not
46
easy.
Green with the fullback up to the 49-yard line of Chelmsford. Call it 2nd and 7 for the Lions. Delosius brings him up. Greenwood and Heslin. Two tight ends split up to the top of your screen. Delosius hands off to Heslin. Heslin's through the line. He's got the first down.
What a run by Heslin.
Pounding out the yards. Oops, excuse me.
Heslin has been the one constant for the Lions all year long. Putting up the yards every game. But this game they finally found the passing attack to offset the running game.
Out come the Lions. Delosius the quarterback. Green with the fullback. Heslin the tailback. There's the handoff to, it's Littlefield the fullback. My mistake. Littlefield the fullback with the carry.
Looked like Delosius had the ball, but I guess he had handed it off. Faked me out, at least.
About 5:20 to go here in the fourth and final quarter here at Rangers Stadium.
Delosius brings him out. Heslin the tailback. I formation. Delosius fakes the handoff. He keeps it. He's still on his feet. He's got a seam. He's across the 40, across the 30.
Excellent decision by J.D. Nice fake.
It'd be excellent to see the Lions get a touchdown here, but it's good to know that all they need to do is get into field goal range. And
well, there's still plenty of time. Still just under 5 minutes to go. But the winner of this game is going to be the team that plays one good set of defense. One good couple plays. Series. That's the word I was looking for. Thanks.
Out come the Lions. DeStasi split to the bottom of your screen. I formation. Heslin the tailback. Delosius calling the signals.
Oh, look out.
Delosius
He's hammered.
Smacked.
Wow, that's the defense that the Methuen team needs.
55, Jake Pelletier from Methuen on the stop for the Rangers.
Second down and 12. Chelmsford might have to go to a pass here. Let's see if LaCapo or Sanford comes back into the game, a quarterback.
37-36.
Looks like Delosius still in there.
The clock winding down to 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. Benoit split to the bottom of your screen, the I backfield. Delosius calls the signals. Delosius hands off to Heslin. Heslin's around the corner. He's got room. He's trying to break the corner. No, he's on.
Still on his feet. Gets a few more yards out of it.
The effort
Heslin
he
finally
puts
brought
out,
down at about the 30.
I can't say enough about the effort Heslin puts out every game, every night out. He just pounds out every yard that he gets. He works for everything. And here comes LaCapo into the game. The line.
It's 3rd and 11.
Wow, he only got one on that?
Wow, I can't believe that. It looked like he must have been a lot of sideways running.
LaCapo back in at quarterback. LaCapo calls the signals, checks the set, hands off, fakes the handoff to Heslin. LaCapo rolling to his right, looking to throw, tucks it down, heads upfield.
And he's going to be well short of the first, about 6-7 yards short of the first down.
I still think the Lions need to go for it here, though. Plenty of time in the game for another possession if they don't make it here.
That's way too long a field goal.
Definitely.
Especially on this cold night, but any night.
And you don't punt it away this close to your own.
No, you definitely don't punt it away.
LaCapo has the arm we've seen tonight, so I think they'll go for the pass.
Benoit and DeStasi checking into the game. Greenwood goes out.
Play the ball game, folks. Just over 3 minutes left.
Benoit and DeStasi split to the bottom of your screen. Hesselin alone back in the backfield. Lucapo works over the center. Lucapo calls the signals. Lucapo taking a 3-step drop.
Oh, no.
That's against the Lions.
Oh, no. Hit DeStasi in the flat, and he might have been gone.
But the whistle had blown, so
Procedure against Chelmsford. That'll send them back 5.
Even with the improved scoring here tonight, unbelievably improved scoring, they've had a couple penalties that have killed them.
so they lose the nice Lucapo run. But you definitely still go for it here, I think.
Two minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the ball game here at Ranger Stadium. 37-36. The Rangers have a 1-point lead. 4th and 11. The Lions are going to go for it.
As they got Jimmy Sanford in there to throw a longer pass.
Benoit and DeStasi split to the bottom of the screen. Sanford rolling to his left. Sanford looking to throw. Sanford throws. Sanford complete to the 20-yard line.
I don't think they have it. I don't think they have it.
Oh, they needed 11. It's going to be close.
That's
And
a first down,
first
Chelmsford.
down.
What a spot they got. I didn't think they had it. That's a break the Chelmsford Lions needed right there.
Nice play by Jimmy Sanford. I think he hit Justin Benoit with that pass.
I think that was Lou DeStasi.
That was
The Chelmsford receiver
Well,
just
all right.
getting over into first down territory. Now out come the Lions. 1st and 10 from the 19. Benoit and Bertolami split out to the top of your screen, and we have another whistle. So we have 2 minutes left to go in the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 37-36. The Rangers have a 1-point lead over our Lions. This is Jeff Stallard with Matt Turco and Adam DeYoung bringing you live football action from Methuen Stadium as the Lions and the Rangers get down to it.
I'm surprised they're calling the 2-minute warning here with 2:10 left to go.
I thought that was a little interesting myself.
Maybe they thought the clock should have been run down to 2 minutes. I don't know.
As JD's going to check back in, along with Mike Bertolami.
A little confusion here up in the booth.
These officials have had us going in different directions all night. Now we're back to live action. Deloge's the quarterback.
As you see, kind of half the
Benoit
clock
and
hand
Bertolami
down there.
split out to the top of your screen. Heslin. Deloge's keeps the ball. Deloge's
Oh,
slips
trips and
down.
falls, and of course you're down by contact.
Deloge's with some
Down
running
by
room.
down.
Unfortunately slips down. The ball will be down at the 20-yard line.
The clock continues to run. They'd really like to get a touchdown here. They really don't want to have to settle for a field goal.
No.
Another field goal attempt.
It's reminiscent of the Drake game, isn't it?
Well, no, the Drake game, they had a big lead, and, well, it's the same kind of
Well, I
ending,
mean,
but
the
they had a
clock
big...
ticking down, possibly a field goal. Out come our Lions. DeStasi and Benoit split to the top of your screen. Heslin alone back in the backfield. There's the handoff to Heslin. Heslin's got some room.
He's down to about the 12.
I think the difference with tonight's game is the Lions are playing with the confidence, and they're also getting the breaks they need, like that first
They
down
definitely
play.
earned this one. If they don't come
That's for
away with a
sure.
win here, it's going to be disappointing.
But you can't say they didn't do everything they could to win this game. Down 22-8 at one point in the first half. They've just come back with a storm.
We're going to tick down to just about a minute left to go.
3rd and 2 from the 11. 37-36, Methuen leading. Deloge's calls the signals. Deloge's on the keeper. Deloge's still on his feet. Deloge's
Trying to
down
muscle
inside the
his way.
5-yard line.
He's
Wow.
down to about the 4-yard line.
That'll give the Lions 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line.
That was quite a long quarterback
Just
sneak.
trying to milk that clock down and score with very few amount of seconds left on the clock.
And Chelmsford takes a timeout.
I would think if they score here, they might want to try Methuen's strategy of kicking the short kick to the second line of Methuen.
Yeah, if they get a touchdown, they don't want to give them good field position if there's a field goal. But another first down, 1st and goal. See them punch it in there for a
That's
touchdown.
right. And they haven't had a problem with that all night, so let's hope that trend continues here.
And if you've been flipping channels and you just discovered us, let's bring you up to date. This is Jeff Stallard with Matt Turco and Adam DeYoung bringing you live football action from Methuen Stadium. 44 seconds left to go in this scoring battle here. 37-36, Methuen leads it by 1. The Lions have 1st and goal from inside the 5-yard line. There's a timeout in the field and 44 seconds left to go.
And I thank you, Jeff, for not making me do the scoring summary tonight because there's been so much of it.
I lost track of it myself.
And so many people score. So many of the same people scoring. You got Harrington with 2 touchdowns, and
Lou DeStacy has a pair of touchdowns.
that's for
And
sure.
the chant is defense from the Methuen crowd as the Lions come back out onto the field.
I think the cheerleaders want defense.
Here come the Lions. Power I backfield, Green with the power back, Haru the fullback, Hessel the tailback, and there's another whistle on the field. Timeout, Methuen.
Timeout, the Rangers.
I think they just wanted to see how Lions were lining up that time.
And 44 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Either that or they just wanted all these fans to freeze to their seats.
That's what I think it is. I think it's because the weather's so lovely. They want us to stay up here and
Enjoy this fine.
Yeah, it's really nice. Thanks.
I think we'll see Heslin probably on this first down and goal to go here, as we have all night. But we've also seen the pass much more than we've seen all season long.
Chelsea offensive line playing a good game here tonight. Got to step up right now. Create some holes. Let JD and Ned and Todd, whoever.
It'd be a shame if 4 yards separate. 4 yards does separate them from a win. Although they could put it in the field goal, but a touchdown is definitely ideal right here.
I really wish that Coach Rich had started with the style a long time ago, rotating the quarterbacks, because it's proven to make it a lot more exciting here tonight, whether they win or lose.
All right, Deloges is back to the huddle. He brings them up to the line of scrimmage. We're in the full power I backfield. Green with the power back, Haru the fullback, Hessel the tailback, 2 tight ends. Deloges calls the signals. There's the snap. Quarterback keeper. Deloges is still on his feet. He's still on his feet.
He's not in.
It's interesting to me that Coach Rich is keeping Deloges in there, the junior, maybe to give him some tense situation experience.
Timeout, Chelmsford.
Might be interesting to see what Lacapo or Sanford could do here.
He basically wants that offensive line, bunch of big kids to just block and basically drag JD into the end zone. A lot of big kids.
I tell you, I don't see Christian Hardick there.
There's the replay. Deloges still on his feet, finally brought down at the 2-yard line. 11 seconds ticking off the clock on that play.
I don't think time's a factor anymore. I think 33 seconds left to go. 2 yards is 2 yards. They'll get it on one play if they can.
No, that's interesting. No Christian Haddock. I don't know what could have happened to him.
Deloges brings the Lions up to the line of scrimmage again in the power I backfield. The power back on the right. Greenwood, Haru the fullback, Hessel the tailback. There's the snap. The ball to Hessel.
Hesselin's in.
Hesselin is in.
We haven't got the signal
there's
yet.
no signal from the ref.
We're going to see the ref suntangle the pile.
He's down at the 1 yard line.
Oh, no.
1-yard line.
21 seconds to go.
Third down and 1 for the Lions.
That'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 1. Timeout, Chelmsford.
This is like pulling teeth.
I think a field goal will win it here, though.
Well, it was from this range in Drake. It's a tough spot no matter how far away it is.
That's for
21
sure, Matt.
seconds left to go in the ball game. 37-36 to score. Methuen with a 1-point lead. The ball on the 2. 3rd and goal from the 2 for the Lions.
All the Chelsea players signaling touchdown on that play, but they
I
just
believe
didn't get in.
Chelmsford has used its last timeout, I
You got to
understand.
expect that a little bit. They're not going to say, no, we didn't get in.
Well, that's true, Matt. That's interesting. Chelsea doesn't have any more timeouts left. 21 seconds. Yeah, maybe they should go for a pass here to, even though it's so close.
That would really surprise Drake, I'd say.
You mean,
excuse me,
Methuen?
That would surprise them.
I think so.
Maybe a rollout.
And that way, if it's incomplete, they still have time for the field goal. But I'm not calling the plays down there.
There's the whistle. The ball is back in play. The Lions are in the huddle. Methuen defenders waiting. Here come the Lions. The Stacey split to the bottom of your screen. Benoit split to the top. Hessel and the lone back in the backfield. 2 tight ends. Deloges calling the signals. Deloges calls. Deloges works. Quarterback
he has it
keeper.
this
Will he
time.
have it?
No.
Waiting for the officials to untangle
Come
the
on,
pile.
ref.
The officials.
And they start the clock with 11 seconds left. Chelsea's got to get back on the line.
I don't think that was
They've got no
Chelsea's last
timeouts
touchdown.
left.
Timeout.
And I guess we were told wrong.
Or maybe that's a penalty, I believe, right?
I don't know why Methuen would take that one.
The ball on the 1 foot line, 11 seconds left to go in the ball game. 4th down for the Lions.
Tom Lacapo,
Lions.
I'm pretty sure we'll see him right now.
The Lions have an extremely hard time converting 4th downs, especially on the goal line this season.
Maybe not.
I don't know why Methuen would call a timeout here.
I don't understand that either, Matt. You let the clock run down. They're going for it.
Chelsea cheerleaders trying to pump up their crowd.
I can't believe they're going for it.
It's coming down to a matter of inches.
11 seconds left to go. The Lions are coming up. 4th and goal from the 1 foot line. Timeout
They have nothing to
Methuen.
lose. The Lions have nothing to lose by going for it here. Well, Matt, I think they.
And another change of another timeout. Maybe this will change Coach Rich's mind. Maybe he'll go for the field goal. I don't know what's going to happen here.
I think the Methuen coaches are trying to give the fans every ounce of their money's worth tonight.
After what was a quiet evening weather-wise, the wind has started to pick up, and it's blowing right in the Lions' face.
And it's cold wind. So this time we should see a play. You would think this was the MVC championship game here. We got so many timeouts.
Both these teams really just building for the future, but it's one heck of a game.
They finally have Air Hardick in there.
All right,
Hardick
here come the
returns.
Lions.
Maybe that'll be the spark they need. Let's see if they go with Jeff Haru in the
4th and goal.
refrigerator here.
11 seconds left to go.
Haslin's
Power
on.
right backfield. Benoit the power back. There's the handoff to Heslin. Heslin still in possession.
Let's go!
Heslin with the
Lions! What a play! Lions not slow to, the official's not slow to call that the touchdown.
Do you see any flags on the play?
I do
Oh,
not.
I hope not. That's all they need.
No flags in the play. The touchdown will stand. 6 seconds left to go. 42-37. Our Lions have jumped out to the last-minute touchdown.
You need a straitjacket to get Coach Rich out of here if there was a flag on that play.
I don't know. Seems like. Oh God. We have to end the game with a flag. We definitely have to. No question about that.
Procedure against Chelmsford.
As
Here's
the
a replay of the touchdown.
Or of the grass.
Well, the ground. Trust me, you got in there. As the Methuen fans start to leave, quitters. There's still 6 seconds left on the clock. What's wrong with you people?
So it's 6 seconds left to go in the ball game here at Ranger Stadium. The Lions have jumped out to the last of last-minute leads, 42-37.
So I'm extremely surprised we didn't see a flag on that last touchdown play. Seems like every time something good happens to the Lions, we get a flag.
They did not get the 2-point conversion. Again, they're doing it awful quickly because I didn't see that one either. I guess they didn't get in.
Well, I thought I saw a flag on the play, but
Flag, yeah, it must have been a flag or something.
the yellow's just tending to blend into the grass tonight. We've had so many questionable calls by the
That
officiating
procedure
group.
play that was called on the Lions on the PAT is being assessed on the kickoff. The Lions kicking from the 35 instead of the 40.
Best thing Yunjin can do right now is just kick it into the ground. Don't loft it. And give the Methuen receivers a chance to run it back for a touchdown.
I'm sure that's what his coaches have told him here, Matt.
And what will probably be the last gasp from Methuen, Rumor, Harrington, and
there it is.
Marcoux back. The ball
And that'll end the game.
falling
No,
on
that
by
will not
number
end the game.
90, Dennis Doobie, the co-captain.
5 seconds left.
And that's not a bad play. Give him one last heave at the end zone. He obviously, being a lineman up close, was not going to run it back for a touchdown.
I don't know. One last tee for Golick. We'll have to wait and see.
5 seconds left to go in the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. If you just tuned in, you've missed a barn burner. The Lions 42, Methuen 37. 5 seconds left to go in the game. Looks like we'll have time for one, perhaps two more plays before the whistle blows on this one.
All the Lions can do is just cover everyone. Do not let one person touch the
High
ball.
School secondary. This is going to be a pass.
15, Skip Page are playing center field for
God,
the
I hope
Lions.
so.
Golick calls the signals. Golick drops back to pass.
Oh, look out.
He's got
Three men
open.
coming at him.
He
That's-
throws the swing
Oh,
pass.
that's nothing.
Just knock him down. Knock him out of bounds.
Get him out.
And the
Oh,
game is over.
no win for the Lions. Oh, wow. Long time in coming, but here's their second win
Oh,
of the
they're
season.
in this one.
And the Lions have won their second ball game of the season here, ladies and gentlemen.
Methuen can't be happy
And
with
they're
that.
going nuts. When's the Super Bowl?
I believe it's in a
The Super Bowl
weeks,
for Chelmsford will be at Thanksgiving morning at Alumni Stadium.
I can't see them coming into that game with no enthusiasm. Being Thanksgiving, coming off this huge win from against a good Methuen team.
And Chelsea High player of the game. I don't know who to go with. Everyone played well. I just give it to the whole team. Great team effort. Offensive line played great. LaCapo played great. Sanford had a touchdown pass. Littlefield played great. Heslin played great. They all played a great game.
Even Delosius played as well.
I certainly agree with you, Matt. The entire team gets the player of the game. And for Methuen,
I think it's going to
how
have to
about
be
Mr.
Harrington.
yeah, I would give it to Golick. Golick playing well. Also number 80, Grealish playing well.
You definitely have to give a nod to Chris Harrington too, who had 2 touchdowns with beautiful, close to 60-yard runs.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you watch the ritual shaking of the hands, we're proud to say that Chelmsford has won their second ball game this evening, 42-37, with some late second heroics by the Lion offense. And certainly we couldn't have asked for a more interesting game to watch. This is Jeff Stallard with Matt Turco and Andy.
That's Adam DeYoung.
Adam DeYoung.
Jeff, may I just say one last thing? I'm sorry I won't be at the game next 2 weeks from now against Bill Ricca. I'll be at the Parker
you'll
studio
be
for
one.
the pregame show. So,
No, I'm just kidding, Adam.
I'm
Adam,
sorry?
you're going to be doing.
no one will miss me. Is that what you said,
I
Jeff?
said you're the only. Actually, Adam, you're going to be working on a special project. We're going to have quite a big production for
Yes,
Thanksgiving Day.
a pregame show is involved in that. We'll be watching the game from Parker, giving a little input from there.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you certainly want to tune in on Thanksgiving morning. You want to tune in at 9:30 for our half-hour pregame extravaganza, which will be hosted by Adam DeYoung from the cable TV studio, I understand.
Yes, that's right. Wouldn't quite call it an extravaganza, but it'll be something to watch. I'll
And
tell
I
you that
certainly
much.
hope Chelsea goes with the 3-quarterback set 2 weeks against Borica on Thanksgiving. Borica looking to get into the Super Bowl with a win there, and who knows what happens. The points they're putting up right now, they might have a shot in that game.
I think they will.
So we look forward to seeing you Thanksgiving morning. This is Jeff Stallard with Matt Turco and Adam DeYoung, and the rest of your friends at Cable 43 bringing you this broadcast of the Methuen Chelmsford game, saying thank you and good night.
Good night.